won't believe it, but after years of headlines, whispers, and rumors, it looks like Barack Obama is finally getting divorced. Or is he? Let's rewind the clock, break down the truth, and dive into the relationship of one of America's most iconic power couples. Barack met Michelle Robinson back in 1989 when he was a summer associate at a Chicago law firm. Michelle was assigned as his mentor and, yep, she initially thought dating a coworker was a hard no. But Barack being Barack, full of charm and that signature idealism, eventually won her over. At one point, she revealed they even sought marriage counseling. They had their first date that same year, and 3 years later, in 1992, they tied the knot. But behind the photo ops and speeches, their relationship had its share of stress. They became role models for not just political leadership, but for showing what it means to work on a relationship, even under the global spotlight, a young couple full of dreams, ambition, and that unmistakable chemistry. Fast forward to 2008, Barack Obama becomes the first Black president of the United States and Michelle becomes an icon in her own right. Barack seems happier without her. They're staying together just for appearances. Michelle has openly admitted in interviews and her memoir, becoming that their marriage faced rough patches, especially when Barack was on the campaign trail and later during his presidency, but the Obamas didn't hide it, they embraced it. So, where did the divorce rumors come from? Earlier this year, Michelle skipped a few high-profile public events, including Carter's funeral, and appeared in fewer joint photos with Barack. That was enough for the rumor mill to go wild. This was two people being real with the public about what a long-term relationship looks like, imperfections and all. Some tabloids even claimed the couple had quietly separated and were living in different homes. They're not secretly separated, and no one's sneaking off to a Malibu bachelor pad. Others insisted their brand was more important than their bond, and that the divorce was being timed carefully to avoid political fallout. For many, they're a symbol of grace under pressure, partnership through adversity, and most importantly, real love in the real world. As always, public figures live under a microscope, and when it comes to Barack and Michelle, people are invested. But as juicy as those claims might sound, they don't hold up under scrutiny. Finally, Barack and Michelle decided to address the elephant in the room. During a joint podcast appearance on Michelle Obama, The Light podcast, Michelle made it clear, "There hasn't been one moment where I thought about quitting my man." Barack added with a laugh, "She took me back." It was touch and go for a while. Yet turns out, they're still going strong. They acknowledged their struggles, but also emphasized their deep bond and shared history. This wasn't a PR stunt. At the end of the day, the Obamas represent more than just politics. So, no, the Obamas are not getting divorced. Let us know what you think. Were you surprised by the